For this video, I wanted to talk about the personal statement because it took me for freaking ever to do my personal statement. I think it took me at the least 4 months, which is ridiculous. And I've talked to some other students that are haven't applied yet, and they're also having trouble with their personal statements. And I think it's hard to put down what you think is important to you on a piece of paper, because what you think is important to you might not be what colleges look for, or the word limit. The word limit really got me as well, because I'm a writer, so I love to write just pages and pages and pages and pages, and then to just limit to me to like a paragraph to write about myself, it was really difficult. And I didn't want to go overboard and be like I was selling myself, but then again, I didn't want to do the pity party, feel bad for me and what I've gone through in my life kind of stuff. And that was really hard for me. But I want to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how it took me, when I finally started doing it, it took me maybe 2 or 3 days to get it done. And most of that time I did it while I was at the gym. I know, crazy. So, what I did, well, my boss helped me. She's awesome. I love you, Justine. She'll never watch this, but whatever. Anyway, so what I did was she told me to work backwards. So, and I started with konnichiwa because, whatever. I'm a suck up. Anyway, so I started going backwards. So I started with my life now, what I'm doing. Well, I started why I wanted to go. And, I was honest. Going to Japan hasn't always been my life goal. And so, I was honest with them. And I went on to say I was in college right now and why I wanted to go. And then I worked back from high school. I took this in high school. I did this. And then as I worked backwards, I kind of got more in depth about myself. And I really pointed out reasons as to why I believed I could make it in Japan. Like, what made me stand out from other people? I don't know. And I know a lot of people can't write about this, but I know I've seen a lot of people that from the military are going to TUJ. I can't remember his name. He's a vlogger too. I'm so sorry I can't remember your name. If you watch this, go ahead and comment on it and call me a loser. I'm so sorry. But you know who you are. But my stepfather is in the military. And I really, I explained how we moved and I moved at pivotal points in my life. I moved to California starting middle school. So, what is that, 6th grade? 5th? I don't know, something like that. So, just a time when you start bonding with people. I moved away. And then it's really different living, for anybody that has never lived on a military base, you won't understand this. But I'm going to try to explain it. On a military base, people can get orders anytime to leave. So, you never know when your best friend is going to move away, I guess you can put it. And it's like a waiting game, because everybody moves. You don't stay on one base your whole life, usually. I mean, I'm sure I'm wrong. There's probably people that have. But, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so when you move there, everybody automatically attaches to each other. It's just automatic, because, it's something you're used to. You're used to new people coming in, and everybody liked each other. We all accepted each other, no matter what. You had those few cliques, but anyway. And then, as freshman year, I moved to Iowa. And that sucked because I moved. I don't think I would have, if I wouldn't have moved to a small town, I don't think it would have sucked as much. Because, let me paint you a picture here. Freshman year, small town, everybody's grown up together. And then a new person comes in. And for a while, you're like the new toy. Everybody wants to be your friend. But then, you know, everybody goes back to their cliques. And nobody wants to be your true friend. Like, you'll never integrate into the groups. You can have maybe 1 or 2 friends from the different groups. Like, I have 1 or 2 really good friends right now. But you will never be accepted into those groups. And because there's all those little jokes, they've grown up together. They know everything about each other. And so, you know, I really used to my advantage that I have the ability to move to new places with completely new people. I really use that to show them that, you know, even though I'm moving halfway across the world, that, you know, I've had the experience moving and completely new people and making new friends. What else did I put? I make sure to put the goals, what you want to achieve, and make sure you put that if you've taken college classes before, which I'm in college right now, so it's not as much for me, all I could say is that, but in high school, like, say you over-excelled. If you over-excel, don't make it like, oh, you know, I'm wonderful, amazing, blah, blah, blah. Do it subtly, because everybody's going to try to make themselves 1,000 feet taller than they actually are. If you took classes, just talk about the classes, you know, talk about what makes you, how you are different. And that's really hard to do in such a short thing. But my stepdad was in the military. You know, that's a little bit unique, I would like to think. What else did I put? It was such a long time ago. I can't see anything. My glasses. I don't have my glasses on. So, the best advice I can give to writing this letter, or this paragraph, it's not really a letter, is to write what makes you a unique individual, driven enough to go to a different country. I mean, that's all there is to it. You have to explain why you are willing and are capable, mentally capable, of moving to a whole new country, especially one as different as Japan. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to get yelled at by tons of people. Don't make it just because of anime. If I were you, I wouldn't mention it. Because imagine as a college representative, or whatever you want to call it, reading over all these papers and having a student say that's the only reason they want to go to Japan. I would get so frustrated, because I think you should want to go to Japan for the culture and the people and for the learning experience. I mean, more power to you if that's part of the reason. But as a college consultant, I think I would be really mad if that's all somebody wrote about. But that is my video on personally how to write your personal statement. And if you don't agree with me, I'm sorry. Write it however you want. But I know I would have loved to have something to watch to help me. And probably there was something out there, but I'm lazy. So, good luck, and I hope you get accepted.